What is up, Hexicans and Pulsinators? Quick video here. I'm Hex Pulse Radio, the only live online advice show in all of crypto. I do call-in shows where there's a number on the screen. You can call and ask me any questions about crypto. Not financial advice because I can't give you that, but just online advice. But that's not a call-in show. Today I'm going to talk about should you buy Hex. I woke up. I haven't been looking at my stake graph the past few days, obviously because Hex isn't doing so hot. But the whole market isn't doing so hot, right? Whether it's the traditional finance, stocks, whether it's crypto, we've just had really explosive growth the past 2 years and stuff needs to cool off right now. But I've had some people who have recently gotten onboarded into Hex messaging me saying, hey, I'm buying, I swapped some Ethereum, I'm gonna buy some Hex. As some guy texted me, I'd be dumb not to be buying Hex right now. Am I thinking right? And me, I wish I had taken more off the table. I had to learn the hard way at 55 cents. At 55 cents, everyone thought we were going to $1, and we didn't. And for the past almost a year now, we've been in this bear market. I think a lot of this sideways action in Hex has to do with Pulsechain, right? We've been waiting on Pulsechain for a while now. And if you look at the chart, this pump, this was a 500% gain in 1 month, right? So if you had put in $1,000 at the end of the month, you had $5,000. This has happened a lot in Hex before, but this specific one was the announcement of Pulsechain. Okay, this pump right here, this was the announcement of PulseX. Okay, so you're starting to see a lot of the price action relative to Hex this year has been because of Pulsechain and because of PulseX, right? Previously in Hex's chart before this, they didn't have events like this. The only external event you could consider would be Big Payday. This was when Hexicans got 30% of their bag for free as a bonus if they were staked. What happened after Big Payday? Massive dump to the all-time low. And this is where a lot of people measure that 10,000x from. When you give people free stuff, they tend to dump it. But why am I talking about Pulsechain? Because it's very closely integrated and related to Hex. And I've been saying before, anything under 11 cents is bearish. You could see 7-cent Hex. Anything under 7 cents, we could see 3-cent Hex. And then after that, I don't even know where you go. I don't expect to get this low, but you got to be transparent. There is potential. You could buy Hex right now at 8 cents. It could go down to 3 cents. That's just a 60% dip though. So realistically, if you're bullish on Hex, that's not too bad. And I think once Pulsechain comes out, it's going to ignite a lot of traction on Hex. And because Pulsechain keeps getting prolonged, keeps getting delayed, I think that's causing a lot of this bearish action in addition to what the regular market's doing, right? Everything's getting dumped right now. Hex has typically outperformed other coins when the market's dumping. But right now, I think it's just the Pulsechain delay. We were talking mid-May. It's mid-May, and now Richard's saying it's not going to launch this month. Hopefully, it's next month. Now, if you watch Richard Hart's streams, one thing you should have seen is he's talked about many times Bitcoin is going to go to 10K. If we pull up a chart of good old Bitcoin, our favorite peer-to-peer money, our digital gold, whatever you want to call it, our favorite shitcoin, Bitcoin's still at 30K. But if we look at the weekly chart of Bitcoin, it's not looking too hot, okay? If you inverted this chart, I'd be extremely bullish. Unfortunately, though, this is not an inversion, okay? Bitcoin is probably going to go lower, and some people are hypothesizing is Richard Hart delaying Hex. Is Richard Hart delaying Pulsechain so that he can launch and time the bottom, right? Richard talks about how he's timed the top. He called the Bitcoin top on the day. He's called the Bitcoin top on the day twice now. He loves to call the top and he loves to call the bottoms. And any of us that want to act like we know more than Richard Hart, you should go on a live stream with him because I've never seen Richard Hart debate someone and lose. This guy has so much knowledge, and maybe he's just a master debater, but I would like to think he's actually just so knowledgeable that he has not found someone that can match his level in a debate yet. But Pulsechain could have glitches. It could have issues. It could be getting delayed for a real reason, or Richard could be just waiting for Bitcoin to get to this 10K level so he can launch at the bottom. If he launched right now and Bitcoin did shit the bed even more, pardon my language, if you guys want to support, hit the like button as well. You always can undo the like button, undo the subscribe button if I piss you off, but I make these videos for free, so I'd appreciate it if you just hit that like button. If Pulsechain launches today, right, and Bitcoin dumps, the Pulsechain launch graph is going to look launch and then dump. Richard loves his price chart. He prides himself on having the most beautiful price chart in all of crypto, which is HEX. And if you look at HEX on the log chart, pretty beautiful chart, right? These past 8 months haven't been that good, but overall pretty beautiful chart. And Richard doesn't want Pulsechain to look anything other than this. He wants it to be a beautiful chart. So there is a possibility that he is prolonging it and waiting for the market to bottom out. What I think is more realistic is that he just wants to make the software flawless. He tweeted out today about all the things, or it was yesterday. Oh, wow, live debate versus Eric Wall tomorrow. I was just tweeting about how I want another one of these interviews. So you guys are seeing my reaction live. I love Eric Wall, even though he's a troll. Wow, this is like Christmas for me. I cannot wait to see this. If you guys don't know, Eric Wall is someone who's trolled HEX for a long time. He makes fun of it. But in the past, Richard Hart called Eric Wall one of the top 3 smartest people in crypto. So I know Hexicans always attack him and call him dumb and a troll. And he is a troll, but one thing he's not is dumb. This guy is as smart as they come. And if you guys have time tomorrow evening, wow, it's going to be a live debate in Stockholm as well. Guys, I'm excited for this. I cannot understand. This is going to be awesome. Sorry, I'm getting distracted now. But what did Richard say yesterday about, let me find it for you. He basically said, yeah, Pulsechain update. The validator rotation, slashing, delegating code has been mostly rewritten and partially implemented in native Go outside of the EVM, thus not in Solidity for much higher throughput. Not sure exactly what this means, but it's a technical update to what's actually happening. So Richard could be waiting for the market to bottom. Pulsechain could be totally ready, or he could just be making it that much better and making sure there's absolutely no flaws in the system. OG Hexicans, correct me if I'm wrong. I got into HEX 3 days. I got into HEX 300 days late, right? Around day 300. But for day 1 Hexicans, I believe they had to wait a whole year for HEX to come out, and HEX turned out pretty well. So I know we've waited for 9, 10, 11 months now, but if HEX is any example, waiting and getting a purely flawless product is not a bad thing in the Richard Hart ecosystem. So I think that's more the case. Maybe he's just prolonging for the market bottom. I think he's actually just making it that much better. Should you buy HEX right now? If you believe in HEX, now is a wonderful time. I can't tell you what to do with your money, but if I liked this asset and it's down 75%, and when Pulsechain comes out, I'll get a copy of each one HEX I buy now, right? Imagine the price goes to 7 cents. If you're getting a copy of all your HEX and the P HEX equals the price of E HEX, which isn't guaranteed, but a lot of people speculate they'll be very similar, 7 cent HEX, if you factor in the airdrop of tokens you're going to get the next month or so, it's really 14 cent HEX, because each one HEX you buy now, you're getting another copy, right? And a lot of this market action, and like I was saying earlier in the video, is because Pulsechain and the delays. And once Pulsechain does come out and functions on all cylinders, you're going to start to see a recovery of HEX, in my opinion. So TLDR, amazing time to get HEX right now. I can't tell you what to do with your money, but if I had dry powder, I'd be dollar cost averaging into HEX. This is the lowest price we've seen it in over a year. And you're about to have a massive catalyst with Pulsechain. And you're going to get an airdrop for every 1 Ethereum HEX you hold. You'll get 1 P HEX. And the airdrop is, the snapshot for the airdrop has not happened yet. Richard will let you know on his Twitter when the snapshot happens. And yeah, now is essentially, in my opinion, a great time to buy HEX. If you guys are still watching the video, comment potato chip below. If you watch the full video, it helps support the channel a lot. So by commenting potato chip, you let me know you finished the video, and I appreciate that. I'm going to go visit my father in the hospital. He's not doing too well, so I'd appreciate thoughts and prayers in this time. I do believe in prayer and the ability for it to heal others. So take care of yourselves. Take care of your families, man. Make sure you let your loved ones know that you love them, because you never know when this life will take them away. And yeah, thanks for watching my videos. Love you guys. Love this community. Until next time.